Good morning and welcome to ACC Student News.
The news students can use. I'm Haley Kramer.
And I'm Kaylee Callahan, and here are today's top stories.
The Planned Parenthood of Indiana and Kentucky and the American Civil Liberties Union of Indiana are suing for making it harder for girls under the age of 18 to get abortions without parents ever having to get involved. The lawsuit was filed in Indianapolis and seeks an injunction blocking some of the law's measures from taking effect July 1st. Under existing Indiana law, girls under 18 must either get parents' consent to have an abortion or seek permission from the judge. But the new law would require the judge considering that request to also weigh whether the girl's parents should be made aware of her decision on getting an abortion.
The White House budget plan calls for an $800 billion cut to Medicaid and $193 billion cut to reduction to food stamps over the next 10 years. On Tuesday, May 23rd, President Trump's administration released their first major budget proposal that highlights cuts to Medicaid and food stamps. The budget, however, does leave both Social Security and Medicare untouched. Aside from the cuts, the plan outlines the addition of $54 billion to the Department of Defense and $2.6 billion for border security.
The demolition day of the Highlandtown Theater has been put on hold. Located on virtually the same lot as the Town Theater, Maria's Buena Cocina is generating some big headaches for the Highland Redevelopment Commission, since the restaurant is so close to the future demo site. Because of this, the Redevelopment Commission wants to relocate the restaurant to another location someplace in Highland. The town wants this to happen as soon as possible so that the theater can be destroyed and turned into a parking lot for other local businesses. The restaurant has until August of 2018 to find a new location.
Crown Point Mayor David is demanding an apology on behalf of the community after the city was depicted as racist on the May 10th episode of NBC's Chicago PD. In the episode Army of One, a black man is killed after he is released from jail for a rape that occurred while he was dating a white woman. Said that the episode gave the impression that the incident could have happened in Crown Point today, where there has never been a case like this in the history of the city. The mayor is demanding an apology from the NBC executives, and he will keep pursuing the matter until one is received.
Now, this past weekend, over 100 Notre Dame students walked out of their graduation. The students who walked out of their graduation were doing it as a form of protest towards Vice President Mike Pence, and I quote, because of his position in the Trump administration and his record as Indiana congressman and governor. The walkout began when Pence complimented Notre Dame, saying it was the most prominent Catholic university. Soon after the demonstration began, the Notre Dame Vice President of Admissions said that they won't do anything about the protest as it was a peaceful one.
This year, Gary will not be hosting their annual air show, according to Mayor Karen Freeman Wilson. The Gary Air Show has caused the city to lose over $150,000 each year. This isn't the first time that the event has been canceled. The biggest struggle is getting supporters or sponsors for the event. It would have been held on July 8th and 9th, but the mayor said that Gary could not attract sponsors this year. Thousands of spectators go to the show every year, but with the accumulating debt, it does not seem like the mayor can bring the air show back.
$100,000 was received by the Lake County Commissioners to design and develop a memorial. The World War I and II Memorial in Crown Point is ready to proceed. It will occupy about 5 acres at the intersection of US 232 and 113th Avenue. Another element to the memorial would be a trail the length of the site and is planned to run southwest 9 miles long and would lead to Hebron. The memorial will commemorate those from Lake County who fought in World War I and II.
The mayor of Crown Point is defending tight parking rules despite continuous complaints of there being nowhere to park. The city officials have been aware of the parking situation for years, which prompted a conversation about the need for a parking garage. However, this project will cost more than $3 million and hopes to work with the limiting parking space. Officials have reinforced parking time limits and have urged city workers to park in specified lots rather than the town square. Citizens, however, continue to complain that the renovations are necessary and more space for community parking should be provided. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kaylee Callahan.
And I'm Haley Kramer. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And follow us on Twitter at ACC TV Hammond. Have a great day.